Riha! Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Ah, meh, ah, ah. Hi, wow, wow, wow. Okay, that seems better. Swords make swords, Riha. It's been a while, Hisashiburi. What, Riha? I ate a banana pudding. You ate a banana pudding. What? I think the last time I had a banana pudding was in middle school when we used to pack lunch. And Elf Mama bought me a banana pudding. But that was it. Haven't had one since. Homemade banana pudding. Yeah, usually homemade is pretty amazing. Anyway, welcome everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. Or was that yesterday? No, that's today. That's tonight. Happy Thanksgiving. That's today. And perhaps even better, happy Black Friday tomorrow. If you're doing any shopping. Yum. Good times. What did everyone do today? Did you hang out with your fam? Or did you just enjoy the day off by yourself? Yeah, that's literally me every Thanksgiving, if I'm spending with the family. Mantariha. So yeah, today is actually RTT, Rielle Tech Talk, and we will be doing a Black Friday edition. So after a short news section, we're gonna go look at if there are any good deals to be found. There are in fact no deals, just like every previous years, yes. Anyway, let's start with the news section. I have no idea what's going to come of this, but US regulators seek to break up Google, forcing Chrome's sale as part of monopoly punishment. US Department of Justice calls for sweeping punishments that would include a sale of Google's industry-leading Chrome web browser and impose restrictions to prevent Android from favoring its own search engine. Although the regulators stopped short of demanding Google sell Android 2, they asserted the judge should make it clear the company could still be required to divest its smartphone operating system if its oversight committee continues to see evidence of misconduct. Google is the dominant web browser maker, Yeah. Chrome, Google Search, and Android 3 work in tandem to keep and strengthen the Google dominance. Because on every Android, Google's a default browser. And Chrome's a default browser and Google's a default search engine. Well, on many Google phones, I guess. Not all Android phones. Not all Android phones use Google Chrome. But I'm willing to bet that almost every international Android phones use Google as a default browser. I'm so happy Google has to sell Chrome. Yeah, I hope this actually goes through. Web browsers have been getting worse and worse, it feels like, for the past 10 years. 15. Amazon had some good deals. It had some okay deals. Didn't see anything amazing. But yeah, I guess that's how Black Friday has always been. A few select actually good deals. And the rest is like, oh, we have too much stock, please buy them. At this discounted price. Yeah, that's news number 1 of the day. Next up, let's go to this one. The top 10 best-selling CPUs on Amazon are all AMD chips, with the 2-year-old Ryzen 7 5700 sitting at the tippy top and Intel's best effort relegated to 12th place. So it's been about a week since this article was published, and there was some shuffling. There was some shuffling in the list. So Intel, in fact, is in top 10. The aforementioned 12th gen CPU, which is the 12700K, managed to gain grounds. 12700K for $887 is an amazing deal. Yeah. Okay, I wouldn't say amazing actually. That's a great deal. Better than good, great deal. This CPU goes like... It's ahead, I think. No, it's probably tied with the 7700X in terms of multi-core. And in terms of single core, it's only a little bit behind. RVD ha! What should add more E-cores to make it nice home server PC? Yeah, it's alright. Nice thing about Intel CPUs for home server usage is that their integrated graphics has a very good suite of encoding support. QuickSync is great. I wish, yeah. When I had the 12700K in the Terra, that was in my Terra SFF build that I used for streaming for like over half a year. That was my CPU, the 127K. AMD gaming CPU is better than Intel. It depends. The 12700K is going to blow everything out of the water at that same price range. The 5700K, or sorry, X? Nah, not even going to be close. The 7600, maybe this is probably about the same for gaming. So okay, I take that back. It's not going to blow everything out of the water. But what you do get is 2 additional P cores compared to the 76, and you also get E cores if you care about that. Intel video cards are also good for servers, but they should really reduce the idle power draw. Huh, I haven't heard about that issue. Intel, oh, you mean like video cards, like actual dedicated GPUs, not integrated GPUs, yes. This is true, like the 380 is great. And yeah, they do have idle power usage issues. Hey gang, I'm playing Stalger. What the heck is Stalger? So yeah, but in top 12 is still all AMD except for the 12700K, showing how far AMD has come in terms of retail CPU sales. Oh, it's a Eurojank. Speaking of janky games, I bought Arctic Egg. Yeah. Even just hearing that title, you know that it's gonna be a janky game. I bought it because it looked interesting. It was $9. So yeah, that's that. Next up, what should we look at? Let's look at this. Finally, some Battle Mage news, guys. Intel next generation dedicated GPU, Arc Battle Mage, the B series. News about them are starting to come out. Initially, Intel were saying that they will have it before Black Friday, but unfortunately they weren't able to make that time. That date. However, they are getting close because we're getting all these full render, even photographs even. And you know what? I think the ASRock Steel Legend actually looks pretty great. Oh, Intel, let's go! Let's go! I want some third party in this action. In this stagnation, non-action. Honestly, kind of forgot Battle Mage was going to be a thing. Yes, it's going to be a thing. It very much is a thing. Full retail box design. So this is the Intel B580. For reference, the Intel A580, which is the nominal predecessor. So for Intel, the first letter represents the generation, and the next two, or I guess the numbers represent the tier. So in the A generation, the A580 launched for $180 if I'm not mistaken. It launched at $180. It was an 8GB, 256-bit memory bus. Video card was a sizable GPU core, silicon, but the thing with ArcMage, the A series, was that they were not able to perform at the expected performance given the chip size, memory bus, and VRAM capacity. Now, Intel have been working for 2 years since the launch of Archimist to make Battle Mage actually decent this time. So I'm crossing my fingers, even though I'm not Christian, that Battle Mage will be competitive. Rumors of it being 50% more performant compared to Archmage, given the same number of cores. Now, I don't know if that's at identical clock speed or with the increased clock speed of the Battle Mage chips. I sure hope that it's at the same clock speed. And given that Battle Mage cards are running about 20% faster, 15 to 20% faster in clock speed, the additional clock speed plus the IPC, the instruction per clock advantage, I sure hope it turns out to be good. So, B580 sees its VRAM capacity upgraded from 8GB to 12GB, making Intel the first manufacturer, first chip maker to bring a dedicated GPU with more than 8GB of VRAM at entry-level pricing. Let's see, chat says, I just want my lower budget boys to be elevated. Yes. And also Intel to get out of the muck. Yes, that too. So where does it land expected perf-wise again? 4070 non-super. I'm sorry to break it to you. It is not going to be as fast as a 4070 non-super. The 580? No, I don't think so. So here's, for reference, this is how the A580 performed. Yeah, I'm guessing 4060 Ti. So the Intel, how should we look at this? Let's look at it this way. So 4070 regular. Doko. Intel Arc A580 was about half the performance of the regular 4070. Now, the B580 is rumored to feature 20 XE cores, down from 24, I think. Shader core render config. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going from 24 cores to 20 cores. Now, there are differing opinions on whether they are doubling. So Intel are doubling the number of shader units per core while reducing the number of cores. So if each of these shader units are as performant or better than before, then yes, we're going to see an increase. But in AMD's case, they did this too, where they doubled the number of shader units per work group. And it did not materialize in doubling of the performance. So, yeah. The jury's out there until the actual card's out. However, yes, the clock speed is going from 2.4 default to 2.8, which is approximately like 17% if I'm not mistaken. 2.8 divided by 2.4. It's 17% increase in clock speed. And if the rumored 50% increase, let's say it's actually 30% and 50%. No, let's just say it's 25%, and that 50% is way overblown, and it's only 25% IPC increase. So we're going at 1.17 times 1.25. So per core, let's assume that is 45.8% increase, 46% increase. And we have about... So worst case scenario, where the doubling does nothing. So it's 20 versus 25. 24. We're looking at about 22% increase over... Now this is worst case scenario. We're looking at about 22% increase over 580. Which would be in line with the 1080 Ti, 6600 XT, Arc A770, which was the Archimist top-end card, and maybe even like 2070 Super. That's still below 4060. Now, if we are looking at it more optimistically, so that was assuming... Let me put up Notepad. Actually, no, we don't need Notepad. Let's use this spreadsheet. Try for free. Ah. Spreadsheet. Open. No login. Did this website lie to me? Free and no login online spreadsheet tool. Try for free. What the heck? Well, Retable is garbage. Free and no login online spreadsheet tool. Yeah, screw you. Well, I guess we are going to use Notepad. I closed Notepad because of that. Dang it. Alright, here we go. Ah. A580. B580. Model. XC cores. Here's a good free online spreadsheet. en.wikipedia.org wiki trollface. Yeah, no thanks. Clock speed. 2.4, 2.8 gigahertz. No, 24. And then expected IPC 1 and 1.5. Realistic IPC 1 and 1.25. Perf 1. At assuming 1.25, we're seeing 1.215. Perf at 1.5. Wait, is that right? Did I do that correctly? Oh yes, the clock speed. Now that's looking juicy. Hey, that's not right. I multiplied by the wrong number, sorry. Don't get excited. We should get excited. Don't get excited. There we go. That's more like it. 1.46. Don't forget to add the Intel factor where it somehow ends up worse. Ah, yes, the Intel debuff. Yeah. Error lake. Rain Dio, Diha, welcome to the stream. Welcome to Rielle Tech Talk, Black Friday edition. So assuming that we do see that 1.5 times IPC improvement, totaling up to 1.46 over ARC 580, we're looking at this? I don't know. I don't think it is. I think it's just a stock photo and they blurred out the brand name there. But maybe it is AI generated. I didn't pay a close attention. Got it off of Adobe stock and it was marked as not AI generated. So if it is, Adobe, thanks for lying to me. 146%, right? Yeah, 146%. We're looking at about 3060 Ti, 6700. Adobe not lying to their customers. Say it ain't so. So, yeah, we are looking at about 3060 Ti, 6700 XT performance. If that 1.5 times performance increase is true. And I think my guess would be there. That would be my guess. I don't think the doubling of shader units will do anything. I think the doubling of the shader unit is taken into the account of that 50% value. The increased IPC of the 50%, I think that's taken into account there. This thing here. So this would be my guess of the performance of the B580. Now, this is actually just their mid-range model. During the A generation, they had a A770. 32 cores. Let's go look at the A770 specs. Alright, A770 had 32 cores. Boost clock speed of 2400. So let's keep the clock speed the same. I don't know how large these chips gonna be though. I can't imagine how they're cutting it. I don't know. Let's assume that it'll have the same 32 core count. And using the expected IPC of 1.5, we're looking at about clock speed bump of 2.8 divided by 2.4. Or 45%, 46%. So let's go with this. Let's be optimistic here. Let's be hopeful that Intel will not fumble. Yeah. Let's hope that Intel did not, you know, the cards are finished. They're done. The designing phase is all done. They're just manufacturing them already. Let's assume that they did not fumble. When I'm in a fumbling challenge and my opponent is Intel. So yeah, A770 at 100%. At 70, what is it, 75%? Yeah, 75%, we're looking at... Oh shoot, I scrolled it. 3080 tier of performance. I would say that is pretty decent. If Intel top tier can match the 3080 and is priced reasonably, Intel cards are actually, at least the ArcMage cards, the A-series cards were better than AMD for ray tracing. In that AMD typically loses about 50%, loses about half the frame rate at heavy ray tracing. Nvidia loses about like 30 to 35%. Intel also loses only about 30 to 35%. maybe a little bit more than NVIDIA. But they're much closer to NVIDIA than they're to AMD. Now, if we get a 3080 tier card that does ray tracing a little better, and XeSS actually looks almost as good as DLSS. Intel's upscaling tech looks almost as good as DLSS. I'll showcase that soon. Yeah, 380 perf at like $350 would be pretty good. At least until, 50 series comes out. I'm using XeSS on Stalker 2 now. Much better than DLSS, actually. So yeah, that is very dependent on the implementation by the game developer. But a well-implemented DLSS looks a little better than well-implemented XeSS. Looks much better than well-implemented FSR. Yeah, that is my biggest worry. They keep on releasing their cards way too late. My hope is that... Excuse me. My hope is that Intel keeps on pushing this slightly faster cadence. So what happened during Archmage, Intel's A series card, their first dedicated GPU, those came out after AMD's 7000 and NVIDIA's 40 series cards. But the B series card, Battlemage cards, are coming up before, even if it's only slightly before. The 50, NVIDIA 50 series, and AMD's 8000 or 9000 or whatever the heck AMD is going to call their cards. Which means that Intel's cadence is slightly faster. So by the C series, the Celestial series, which Intel did confirm that they are working on, they're not giving up on dedicated GPU yet. Maybe it'll come out only a year after the 50 series and 8000 series cards. That would be great for Intel, and pretty good for consumers too. Because that would have to mean before releasing the 60 series and the 9000 series, NVIDIA and AMD would have to compete with Intel's latest generation by probably by cutting price. With how long Battlemage took to cook? Well, so that's what I was saying just now. Even though Battlemage took quite a bit, it was still shorter than NVIDIA's and AMD's cycle. So if Celestial takes the same time, then it'll be out around like 1 year after NVIDIA and AMD's cards, next gen cards. So I don't know. Assuming Battlemage goes okay and Intel doesn't can everything. It all hangs on Battlemage, honestly. If Battlemage is a huge flop and Intel can no longer justify to their shareholders, then I guess it's getting cut like their coffee, break room coffee and fruits and snacks that they had to cut. Although they brought that back like 2 months after the cut. If their DGPU division gets cut, it's not coming back like their snack room. DLSS gives me a lot of ghosting, bad ghosting. Yeah, sounds like a bad implementation of DLSS there. That's how long Battlemage took to cook. Oh, I saw that already. Also assumes Intel doesn't go under and get consumed. Well, they did finally get their... So, another news. Intel finally got their CHIPS Act money of approximately just below $8 billion. With the clause that they do not sell their major stake in Intel Foundry. Guess I should have included that in Tech Talk, but yeah, I forgot to. In other news, Intel CEO got a massive $8 billion end of year bonus, and they are cutting 1,000 more jobs. Johnny B says, friend of mine says he's gonna buy a Battle Mage patriotically for a secondary PC. Yeah, it'll be the Freedom Card. Come on. I don't think Battle Mage will use Intel Foundry yet. If Celestial does use like Intel 18 Angstrom node, that'd be pretty cool. Still, new video card player in the field is better than not getting ever raising prices for year-over-year minor improvements and locked implementations. Yes. Years of AMD failing. And matching NVIDIA pricing. Yeah, I'm also thinking about Battle Mage. If it turns out well, I am getting a Battle Mage for my potential small form factor build. AMD failures, NVIDIA bad price as well, yeah. Because there's nothing stopping them from doing the bad prices. Let's see. I'll sit on my 47 until the fans give out. Fans are pretty easy to replace anyway. Or you could mod it with Noctua fans or something. They need to put a retro CG Battle Mage character on the box. Yeah, like the good old days. Early 2000, mid 2000, where they had CG characters on graphics cards and boxes. EVGA 3080 here, I won't let you go. EVGA, I miss you. I miss you so much. I want EVGA back. The mildly good news is that PNY, another American company, who used to focus mostly on business cards, like workstation and business graphics cards, in 40 series, they were doing some gaming cards as well. And they hired EVGA's overclocker, Kingpin, supposedly. So PNY are signaling that they are going to be paying more attention to the gaming market. And I kind of do like PNY because their design tend to be more understated. None of that overtly gamery stuff. And yeah, they're HQ'd in New York. They're HQ'd in US somewhere. Very broad, I know, but yes. And yeah. Their coolers during the 40 series were good. Needs waifus. Well, you're gonna have to look at Chinese cards for that, like Megson or Yeston. Most of them moved to PNY anyway. Is that true? Like, did many from EVGA move to PNY? Seriously? That's pretty cool. I'm glad PNY were hiring EVGA people. That would definitely help with their gaming entry to gaming market. Now, Here is the highly unlikely scenario where the doubling of the shader units per XE core actually contributes to higher per core, like doubling of core output per core output. And this time I'm gonna assume that there is gonna be no IPC improvements. No, you know what? Let's just go full Hopium mode. Let's assume. So we're gonna take this and double this. So that's 350%. This is not gonna happen. It's just no way that's gonna happen. But if that does happen, 350%. There's just no way that's gonna happen, but still. I love the Intel Hopium. Yeah, that would be really funny if that turned out to be true, even though I know it's not gonna be. But even at 3080 performance, it's not bad. Half of that, so 175%. 미정이나님 어서 오세요. 3080 7800 XT performance with slightly better ray tracing. I'll take that for my secondary build. If they price it at 350 to 400, I'll take that. What's the lowest on 7800 XT? Like 400 bucks? I guess 778 B770 would have to be below 400. I'll build the ultimate antithesis build. Air Lake with Battle Mage. You know, Intel could do the funny thing with stacked cache on Air Lake. $79.40 mobile and desktop plus Battle Mage B770. Rielle really enjoying the Leaf Hopium. Yes, the Intel Hopium. I am just hoping and hoping, praying to the mother tree. So yeah, that's part 1 of the Battle Mage news. Hey, guess what? Part 2. Intel Battle Mage B580 may not be that expensive. Actually, this is kind of wrong. Because as I told you, the A580 launched at 180 bucks. So compared to the A580, the B580 is going to have a huge increase in price. Now, granted that we do get 50% more VRAM. So yeah, some accidental posting of B580 already. And yeah, it looks like it's going to be about 240 bucks. Because usually these pre-launch pricing is a little bit higher than the actual launch pricing. So yeah, 240 MSRP. So that's what? $60 increase or 33% increase in pricing. Just download more RAM. Yeah, if I could download more VRAM, that'd be nice. I don't need to download more RAM. RAM's cheap. Well, no. RAM is affordable. VRAM is not. It's impossible to upgrade. Unless you want to solder it. Desolder current, solder new, and flash the BIOS yourself. All of which can F up your card. Yeah, download more VRAM at downloadmoreram.com/VRAM. So yeah, B580, MSRP probably like $240. That's why the flat smiley face. I don't even know what that's called. Stop clicking on it. The unimpressed smiley face. Not a smiley face, I guess. The unimpressed emoji. I was hoping for more like $200, $220 when this news first came out. Like $200 for this, two fan card, and like $230 for this with a nice 3-fan design. But $240, $250 is like, that's getting way too close to 4060 pricing. And 7600 pricing. Well, basically at 7600% pricing. And what was our estimate? Our estimate was that it'll be, what, 25% faster? Sorry, 46% faster, so... a little faster than the 4060. So if it's only a little faster than the 4060, at like $30 cheaper, it is not gonna help Intel. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see on December 12th because Intel to unveil Battlemage GPUs next week. Next week. Oh yeah, unveil. And launching mid-December. So the launch day is supposedly December 13th, with reviews going on December 12th. Oh no, launch day is supposedly 12th. Okay, launch day is supposedly the 12th. So we're only 2 weeks out from that. Wonder if there will be any new features. Well, Intel already had AV1 decoding and encoding. There was a table comparing Battlemage. Because, you know, Lunar Lake is already out. Sorry, not Lunar... Yeah, Lunar Lake is already out. And Lunar Lake, the laptop SoC, has Battlemage integrated graphics cards, so we know. What kind of... Oops, Meta. Well, I can't remember the article, but yeah. Like FrameGen, UXCSS, etc. Yeah, probably they'll add FrameGen because AMD also has FrameGen now. I don't know about new UXCSS, but probably improvements to it. A graphics demo with a retro CG Battlemage. So they do have a render for Battle Mage. I'm pretty sure this is the official render. Well, edited a bit for the thumbnail, but... Oh, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Intel Media Driver for VAPI decoding and coding matrix. So Battle Mage will support H.264, MPEG-2. I don't know what VC1 is. Google's VP8. HEVC, so H.265. And yeah, it matches Lunar Lake, sorry, Meteor Lake. I don't know what VVC is. Apparently Lunar Lake supports it, but Battle Mage Desktop won't support it. I don't know. The Battle Mage revealed Rielle. Yeah, so that's our Battle Mage news. Wait till December 12th. I hope it turns out well for B580. If it turns out well for B580, we can extrapolate the performance of their top tier card, B770. We just need to know how many XC cores B770 has. And yeah, my calculation was under the assumption that it'll have 32 cores, the same as A770. But if it has less than 32, then we're not looking that good. I'm a half on the copium puffer. Yeah. Lots of hopium. So yeah, speaking of DLSS and XESS, Stalker 2 came out last week. And for performance, it's a bit of a train wreck. Game seems to be pretty good. Stalker 2 mentioned, whoa! It looks okay. Doesn't look amazing. I did not buy Stalker 2. I don't usually buy cards or games at full price. So Stalker 2 came out last week. Graphics-wise, it looks okay. Oh, it's using old UE5. Ouch. UE5 had so many improvements since its launch, including shader compilation, so if they're using old version, whoops. Yeah, foliage, shader compilation, I think some ground nanite optimization or something. Oh, they're pre-compiling. I mean, I don't mind that. You know, just launch the game, take a minute to go grab a glass of water or something. Turn down the graphics to get the OG Stalker field. Set all those raptor lakes on fire. Lighting looks pretty good thanks to Unreal Engine. I hear that it doesn't have hardware accelerated ray tracing, but it does have Lumen. And yeah, the lighting looks great. Anyway, so performance-wise, wow, that's a lot of screenshots. Which is to say, just expected of GSC Game World. 10 out of 10. Welcome back to Shadow of Chernobyl. I love Eurojank. Now, this game does use quite a bit of VRAM. But at 1080p, you're gonna be okay with 8GB. But as soon as you turn on frame gen, you're over that 8GB. Actually, no, 8GB I think is like... I don't know if they're using... Okay, I don't know if video cards use gigabyte or gigabyte. So yeah, I don't know if this is below 8GB or above 8GB. Yeah, gigabyte, but is it really gigabyte? It says gigabyte, but... I know RAM is... gigabyte. It is if it's gigabyte brand. And here we go. 1440p performance. I'm not even gonna bother with 1080p because you're gonna be hugely influenced by CPU bottleneck. So at 1440p, you're looking at XTX barely sneaking past the TI Super, which is a really bad look for the XTX. I saw a video of someone playing on 1060 6GB, 25 to 35 frames per second on low. RIP. So in this game, AMD generally underperforms. The 79XT only beating the 4070 Super by a little bit. And the GRE getting beaten by 3080, 4070. Yeah, not looking too good for AMD. Now, upscaling performance. So, native... ...74 FPS. FSR quality, 99 FPS. DLSS quality, 97 FPS. Now, this is using 4070 Ti at 1440p, okay? Yeah, for 1440p, you don't want to go lower than quality. Now, if you're playing it at 4K, then balance actually looks okay. And even performance is like, not bad. Especially on DLSS. On FSR, I would never touch anything below even balanced. When is Rielle going to get a new computer and build it on stream? When and if Battle Mage turns out to be great. I'll probably do something like transplanting my 7600 from my current rig to the SFF rig, and then putting something more beefy in my current rig. Something like, I don't know. I don't even know what to use. Maybe 77F. Sorry, 77X. And then, Battle Mage is definitely going to be great. Hopium. Yeah. That would be nice. 7600 plus Battle Mage B770 in a sub 8-liter case. I want to do that. Something very portable. My Terra, which was what, 11 liters, I think. 10.8 liters or something like that. It's pretty compact, but if you put it in, when you put it inside a carry-on bag, it takes up most of the space. And when the airplane or the airport agent wants to inspect what the heck that big metallic box in your carry-on is, it's kind of hard to take it out. So I'm hoping to do a small form factor build for travel this time. Alright, so that's Stalker performance. Not looking good for AMD. And here's the quality comparison. Let me make this full screen. So on the left side, we have XCSS quality, where you get 67 FPS. And on the right side, we have DLSS quality, 64 FPS. Now, since you are on YouTube and you're looking at this at 1440p, or you're on Twitch and even worse, you're looking at it at 1080p, you're not going to see all the minute details, but you know what? Pixel peeping? XCSS looks pretty good here. I'm hard pressed to say which one looks better. DLSS here. XCSS here. Which is not something you can say for FSR. When you go to FSR quality, XCSS, FSR, XCSS, FSR. So pay attention to like the thinner branches and the leaves here. They just disappear on FSR. And this distant tree, right there, at the middle, on XCSS it's somewhat distinguishable. Like the individual branches. On FSR it's more like... Rah. And the foreground foliages look a lot splotchier, dirtier. Mantariba! So I think XCSS is actually doing very, very well. And it should be mentioned, the XCSS version used here, so XCSS actually has two different versions. One available for all graphics cards, and one only available for Intel cards because it uses a specific pathway in Intel cards. That version looks even better than the one we're looking at here, because this is on a 4070 Ti, I think. This is on an NVIDIA card. So Intel's version looks even better than this. Unreal Engine 5, remove the soul from Eurojang in Stalker 2. Remember the bugs from Shadow of Chernobyl? This game has it too. Why are you so happy that your game is buggy? Including unrecoverable saves, graphics card crashes, game physics bugging out. Alright, so that's Stalker news. Next up. Nope, wrong tab. Samsung surpasses LG with even faster OLED panel. So LG's faster OLED panel is the 240 hertz 4K panel that doubles as a 480 hertz 1080p panel. So Samsung is faster by 20 hertz and at a higher resolution of 1440p versus 1080p. So yeah, if it works as advertised, impressive. I don't think anyone will need anything faster than 500 hertz, to be honest. Even at my 240 hertz, I am plenty happy. $500 hertz, 1440p OLED at the low cost of all your money. You know what? OLED panels are not that expensive right now. Sure, they are more expensive than your run-of-the-mill IPS and VA panels. But for example, my monitor, the Dell 3225Q, 24Q? It was selling for 990 CAD, which is like 600 and something USD. No, more like 700 and something USD. That's not that much money. Considering IPS 1440 panel, 1440p panel, IPS 60 hertz monitors in like 2012 or even 10 years ago was like $500 back then. Over $500 back then. $4K 240 hertz OLED panels are very much within like striking distance of being reasonably priced. They're still a bit of a luxury, but yeah. For how good they look, I think it's worth it. If you're on your computer so much, like if you're on your computer like 8 hours a day or something, might as well have a nice monitor. Anyway, so that's OLED news, Samsung news. And in another bit of Samsung news, so Samsung actually, I should mention, Samsung has been kind of going downhill over the last like half a decade. Samsung has been going kind of downhill over the last half decade. Especially recently, where they missed the AI train by fumbling HBM and fumbling their most advanced foundry nodes. They're in kind of a bad place. Because for H100, NVIDIA's Hopper 100 data center GPUs, they went with, I think, Hynix. Oh shoot, when was this? Sick, Riha, I'm sorry I missed your chat. I'm sorry, what is VRAM? VRAM is, video RAM, literally. It's the RAM that's on your graphics card, not part of your motherboard. Actually, I would say RAM's also not part of your motherboard, it's mounted on the motherboard. Most QoL, legit how I think about purchases. Most QoL improvement is the stuff you're always using. Yeah. Like I could spend $1,000 on a very nice snowboard set. Snowboard, binding, new boots. But how often am I gonna use that? Like 4 times a year? I could sell my car and maybe get something nicer, but I don't drive much. I could get more clothes aside from my 4 sets. Oh wait, I'm wearing my clothes every day. Ahem, that was a bad example. Ahem. It's not like I'm naked every day while I'm not streaming. Ahem. Anyway. What did she mean by this? Rielle confessions? No. Nothing like that at all. I am Seiso and fully dressed, even when I'm not streaming. Is NEA member X in attendance? NEA member X, please stand up. Alright, where is that Samsung news? Samsung. Oh, I guess I don't have it. But yeah, supposedly for the 50 series cards, Samsung's gonna be supplying the VRAM again. Because for the 40 series card, I think it was Micron. Micron supplied 40 series and Samsung supplied the 30 series. And yeah, so Samsung are supposed to be back for 50 series. Now, for... Actually, sorry, I think 30 series was also Micron, but Samsung did the GPU itself. Now, Samsung lost out on the GPU to TSMC because 8 nano was kind of bad. It used a lot of power. Which is why the 40 series was such a huge efficiency improvement, going from Samsung's 8 nano to TSMC's 5 nano. Do not fall for NVIDIA's marketing, it's not 4 nano. Anyway. I can't believe you clipped that. I'm gonna have to go delete that now. How annoying. Yeah, so. While Samsung are still not manufacturing the GPU for 50 series, they are going to be working on the VRAM at least. Much less money in that, but you know what? That's fine. Good for you, Samsung. We don't want TSMC monopoly. Even though it already is basically a monopoly. Next up. Intel Core Ultra 5225F leaks out. So non-K series, non-K Arrow Lake CPUs. Nothing terribly exciting considering the K CPUs were a flop. How excuse me. However, let's see if I can find it. I can't find it. Intel, VF curve. Here. Overclocker claims big changes in Intel Arrow Lake voltage frequency behavior with upcoming microcode. Intel promised to release patch focused on stability and addressing issues related to Arrow Lake S behavior. Earlier this month, Robert Hallock stated that Intel will have something for the Core Ultra 200 series by the end of this month on his interview with Hot Hardware. And Hallock, was claiming that Intel will have something that will also address the performance issue as well, I believe. I'm skeptical. If anything, they're just gonna put more voltage through it. Or run it at higher voltage. Yeah, bro, there's 100% more performance coming. Trust me, bro. Yeah, bro, trust me. Once we update the BIOS to have it run at 1.4 volts, it's gonna run like 300 megahertz faster. Micro Center should bundle these with QDIMs that make them good. Well, not even. Like, even QDIMs don't make them that competitive. I think GN did testing, launch day testing was 80 something hundred. And Der Bauer also did testing was 80 something hundred. And QDIM's only like a little faster than that. Like the high-end QDIMs are only like what, 92? If at all. Most of them are like 8800 mega transfers. 99% of Intel users switched to AMD right before Intel get their together. Yeah, I saw you suggest that on Tech Talk suggestions on Discord. But I didn't really look into it because I remember GN's and Der Bauer's launch day testing didn't reveal much anything super impressive with high-speed memory. Yeah. So that's that. Yeah, Nvidia reportedly prioritizes Samsung GDDR7 for 50 series. Micro Center already has the Ultra 7 265K on sale. I'm not surprised. Even 9800 X3D is on sale for like 5% off or something for Black Friday week. Exity Hadiha, welcome. Welcome to the stream. RTT stream. Yeah, AMD 9000 X3D, remainder of the 9000 X3D CPUs are coming. And bad news is that just like the 7000 series, only one of the CCDs. So high core count AMD CPUs are built with 2 compute core. What's the D again? I don't know, compute cluster. Anyway, CCDs comprising of 8 cores each. Now, the problem with the 7000 series was that only one of these CCDs had the game performance improving Vcache, vertically stacked cache on it. And the rumor is that the 9000 series will have the same thing with only one of the CCDs with Vcache. RTT stream and confession, yes. Wonder if it's for cost. Definitely for cost. And maybe they're confident in their software support this time. The biggest problem with the 7000 series was that due to bad software implementation, firmware, I guess, implementation, the games were trying to use the non-Vcache CCDs constantly, dropping the performance. So, a few months after the launch of the 7000 X3D CPUs, AMD and Microsoft released a new patch that mostly fixed the issue, managing to force games to use the CCD class Vcache CCD. And maybe AMD feel that, yeah, there's no need to do that on 2 CCDs when the fix already exists. And you know what? Even with 2 CCDs, even if they both have Vcache, if the game uses cores from both of the CCDs, the latency created by doing that is so bad that it wouldn't matter if the second cluster had Vcache or not. Maybe it'll fare a little better, but it's still going to be a huge performance loss if the game keeps on using both CCDs. So maybe they felt that it was not needed, because it's only going to solve half of the problem. What's the non-gaming performance differences between the new X3D and vanilla? So for 9000 series, AMD are stacking the Vcache not on top of the CPU, the compute cores, but actually below the compute die. So you're looking at CPU PCB, Vcache, compute die, and then the integrated heat spreader, the IHS. And because the compute die is at the top of that stack, the heat is more easily drawn away from it. And the reason why the 9800 X3D is so, well, no, it's not so good, but it's better than expected, considering how bad vanilla Zen 5 was, or how unimpressive vanilla Zen 5 was, is that it does not see I don't think it sees any non-gaming degradation, performance degradation, compared to the 9700X. What if we kept stacking cache and ran vapor chambers through the middle of the CPU? Yo, please make it happen. We already have copper in the thing anyway. Copper vias for power delivery through the stack. I guess the problem is the vapor chamber would have to be a very good conductor of heat. And And if it's a good heat conductor, it typically is also a good electric conductor, which would screw up a CPU. Logic on top of HBM stack. Oh man. Anyway, so yeah. Shawnee B, I think you will be fine. Just always preferring Vcache CCD. It'll be fine for both compute or production or whatever you want to call it, the non-gaming workload and gaming workload. So yeah, that's that. Launching by the end of January. Okay, 7950 X3D. Yeah, your gaming performance will be awesome. Your production, a slight decrease. Alright, here is a rumored spec for the 50 series. Yay, so exciting! Yay, it's all a minor bomb. So first of all, 50 series high-end and mid-end cards, and high-end cards, are coming out in Q1 2025. Supposed to be announced at CES, which is like the first week of January. And before exclusive features. Oh no. And here are the rumored specs. 5090 will see a very decent, very healthy CUDA core bump from 4090's 16,700-ish CUDA cores to 21,700-ish CUDA cores. But look how they murdered my boy, the 80 series. The 80 tier card. Literally half, more than half, cut away from the 5090. Look how they massacred my boy. Yeah, you could definitely put like 2 more cards in that gap. 5080 Ti and 5080 Ti Super. Monterey City Hariha. And 5070 Ti goes from 7900, I think, or so. CUDA cores to 8900. 5070 goes from 4070's 50 something hundred to. Let me bring up the specs here. So 4070 vanilla has 5,888 CUDA cores. The 5070 is rumored to have 6,400. That is a puny increase of 6400 divided by 5888. Wow! 8.7% increase in CUDA cores. Good job, NVIDIA. clock speeds are not going to be increasing that much because they're going from 5 nano to... They're going from 5 nano plus to 5 nano plus plus, I think. Can you air cool 600 watts? Yes, you can definitely air cool 600 watts. In fact, you can air cool like 1000 watts. The thing is, GPU dies are much larger than CPU dies. Therefore, the heat is more easily dissipated. Also, GPU dies are direct cooling, unlike CPU dies, which have an IHS sitting on top of it. The GPU dies are a lot easier to cool. You gotta put NVIDIA exclusive ice cubes on it to cool it. $100 each, and you have to replace it every hour. Anyway, so yeah, we're seeing about 8.7% increase in CUDA cores for the 5070. Or if you're looking at the 4070 Super, well, it's a downgrade in CUDA cores. And considering that going from 5 nano plus to 5 nano plus plus is not going to be much of a clock speed bump, I have a feeling that this will be slower than the 4070 Super. Yeah. How lame is that? 5070 Ti, let's see. 8960 CUDA cores. 4070 Ti has 7680, so... Oh, that's a decent bump. Compared to the 5070 anyway. Yeah, that's about 16.7%. Bump in CUDA cores. But yes, what about the TI Super? Well, the TI Super. Haha. The TI Super has... 8448. %6 increase. But you know what? At least it's faster than the 4070 Ti Super. So it looks like the 5070 is going to be bad. 5070 Ti is going to be decent. Now, this is assuming that the prices stay the same. Of course, they're not going to stay the same, and of course, NVIDIA are going to increase the price. The exclusive feature of being functional, NVIDIA Remote disables all RTX 4000 and below. Planned obsolescence. So yeah, 6% increase in CUDA core, and I don't know, let's assume like 10%. And that's, I think, being generous. 10% increase in clock speed. We're looking at about 17% increase in performance from the 4070 Ti Super to the 5070 Ti. That's okay. I guess it'll be on par with the 4080. Next up, 5080. Look how they massacred our boy. The 4080 had... whoops, spoiler. 4080 had... 9,728 CUDA cores. So from the 4080, we're looking at 10% increase in CUDA core. But wait. From the Super 4080 Super. %5 increase from 4080 Super. 10% from 4080, 5% from 4080 Super. With the clock speed bump, we're looking at about, I don't know, 18 to 20%. I want graphics card to cool down only from a snowstorm. Season exclusive. Now you gotta choose between going skiing and gaming. I prefer my GPU to use enough power to be a hot water boiler. Yeah, that's nice during the winter when your GPU is actual space heater. Until summer comes and yeah, you're paying the price of your Foley. I'm going to heat my outdoor jacuzzi with my GPU after skiing. After skiing, rev up that 5090 and put out that 600 watt. Yeah, so 50 series, not too exciting. People were inhaling hopium for smoking hopium for because 10 series was good, 20 series was expensive, 30 series was good, 40 series was expensive. So some people were hoping that 50 series will be good, but no. It's expensive and it's not much faster. We like saunas, PC users everywhere. Oh yes, also Microsoft is very much on its way to defying their trend as well of the every other OS being decent, you know. Windows XP pretty decent. Vista, 7, good. In fact, I would say 7 is peak. 8, 10, better. 11, and 12 is very much on track to being a part 2. It'll have Copilot on by default, listening to everything you say. Every time you shout out, yeah, Cope harder, in game, Copilot will pop up. Take focus away from gaming. Prevent you from shooting. This is Copilot. How can I help? Next up, GeForce RTX 5090D may retain full hardware specs of the 5090, unlike its predecessor, the 4090D, which was actually cut down from the 4090. Live streaming your screen straight to FBI headquarters. Yeah, more like that's too much bandwidth, so it's gonna be AI analyzing your screen. And Copilot's gonna be like, whoa, 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 this user is looking at unsanctioned stuff. So if the 5090D is not gonna have its CUDA cores cut down, then it's going to be a driver or clock speed limitation. Remember when US said this? US issues warning to NVIDIA urging to stop redesigning chips for China when they released 4090D. Because 4090D was just cut down enough to be under the limit. If you redesign a chip around a particular cut line that enables them to do AI, I'm going to control it the very next day, said US Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo. Too bad she never did anything about the 4090D. And too bad she won't do anything about the 5090D, which will have exact number of CUDA cores according to this rumor. And if it's limited by clock speed, just overclock the thing. That was not an Onion article. And guess what happened to all those hash rate limited 30 series cards? I just flashed the BIOS and use them anyway. Plus, yeah, NVIDIA have a history of releasing. In 2022, US imposes restrictions on A100 and H100. 2022 in November, NVIDIA introduces A800, which is cut down from A100, and H800, which is cut down from H100. US restricts 4090. NVIDIA launches 4090D. NVIDIA to offer just a box full of loose chips. And actually, that's all the articles I'd prepared. Now let's go look at some Black Friday deals if there's anything good out there. Okay, where do we start? Where do we start? Newegg.com. Seems like you're coming from Canada. Breakfast cereal of mysterious silicone rectangles with something etched into them. Silicon is an essential. Metal? Wait. Rock. Sand. Yeah, make sure to get your daily allowance of sand. Okay, let's look at the Black Friday sale on Newegg. $4070 Ti Super for $750. Well, it launched at $800. 4070 Ti launched at 800. 4070 Ti Super launched at 800. Considering 50 series next gen is like just 2 months is out. The fact that we're still seeing $750 is, I think, crazy. Look at that. It even says 6% discount. Highly exciting. And that's the most popular deal. Number 2. Gaming deals are so bad that the number 1 deal is H&R Block Deluxe Plus State Tax Software. Yeah, this isn't even that good of a deal. I think it was cheaper last year. 76X for $225? Are you kidding me? I'm pretty sure this is like not even the ATL for 76X. Taxes DLC. Most popular. Samsung 4TB 990 Pro for $270. This might be on ATL. Nope, guess what? The all-time low was $250, and the current Black Friday sale is $270. There was a blip of $265 at B&H. Computer deal that made me low. Ace Magic. I was watching a Dare Bauer video where he was trashing Ace Magic for being a terrible company. I heard you like X-Wings. What's in the wings? Yeah, I wonder. $12.7H and Mobile 3060. Right, that's a Mobile 3060? For a low price of $750. I mean, sure, fine. Looks like they have fans in the wings. Nope, the fans are right here. There's nothing in the wings. $4D cooling system. What's the aid of 4 exceptional fans? Oh, you know what? I think the wings do have fans in them because I only see 2 fans here. So it would make sense to create a pull push config. Why? You mean your PC doesn't even pull cool air from an alternate dimension? Are you even trying? This is how interdimensional war starts. We're pumping all the hot air into another dimension, and they got fed up with global warming. Wait, I like how it says 680 and then it goes to 750. Interesting. Anyway, yeah, for 680, sure, that's not a horrible deal, but then the company is a horrible company that literally shipped a virus with their pre-built. And then deleted all mention of it from their website. So yeah, this deal isn't even all-time low for a drive that has been out for over a year. $270 right now. And back last Black Friday in fact, it was $250. But yeah, I'm just glad that NAND pricing is settling down again because it was going up very high at the end of last year and beginning of this year. Oh, Microsoft Windows. Yo, what? 7,600 for $225. 7,700 for $270. Well, I guess you're only getting 33% more cores. For what? What does that increase? 25 to 70. 22.5 to 27. That is, what is that? That's an increase of 45 over 225. Calculator time. I can't do it. I can't do mental math. So that's 120%. So 20% increase and you're getting 33% more cores. Hey, I can into numbers, just not mental math, okay? Why don't you try doing 270 divided by 225 in your head? Anyway. Yeah, I would get this. If you're in the market for CPU right now, and you're looking at the 7600 and the 7700X, get the 77. Wow, this is so tech. Yeah, $50 gift card, email delivery for $40. Wow, I can download my programmer socks now. This is an okay deal. Probably the best value motherboard along with the another ASRock motherboard, B650M HDV M.2. Not even techwear. I mean, who knows? Maybe Gap has like cyberpunk techwear now. What else is exciting here? I'm so disappointed. As I am every Black Friday. 79XT for $640. All-time low for 79XT was $620. So this is not too exciting. B650 for $180. Are you kidding me? Wow, RTX 4060 launched at 300 and it's 300. Doesn't even have a save tag. Wow, it went from 300 to 299. Incredible. And hey, you can get $10 additional off if you don't forget to put in BF Daddy to A627. Yeah, GPUs are so disappointing right now. Wow, this video card went from 500 to 490. Amazing. I love our current timeline. And if you don't forget, you can get 20 additional dollars off. Wow. Imagine all the things you can buy with the $10 savings. I'm just so disappointed. There's nothing enticing. The best deal I saw between last Black Friday and this Black Friday was the 7900 X3D on sale for 400 CAD. 400 CAD. I was cheaper. No, 3 something CAD, I think. That's cheaper than the 78 X3D. I'm so sad I skipped that. I was like, surely Zen 5 is gonna be amazing. Do you guys see anything interesting? I don't see anything interesting. How about Amazon? This Black Friday is a PS5 of deals. Deals on PC and gaming. I guess this is OLED. No? Okay, it is OLED. $740. Not bad, I guess. What else is exciting? Did it say QLED? Oh my god, it said QLED. Yeah, that's Samsung's marketing term for quantum dot LEDs, not OLED. I misread it. Yeah, it might be. Might be full array local dimming. Alright, how about this? Why don't we try to put a PC together with Black Friday deals? So let's start with the CPU. Let's put a $1,200 CPU. Sorry, computer. $1,200. Excuse me. I've been coughing lately. It's not like I go out, so it can't be one whose name not shall be spoken. $1,200 CPU budget Threadripper bill. No, $1,200 for the whole thing. Okay, so cut out everything above $400. Let's see what we get. 7,600, 7,700. What I'd give for Intel to slap like 32 E-cores together on a consumer CPU. What I'd pay for Intel to slap like, instead of the 24 E-cores, why not 6 more P-cores? Why not a 14 P-core CPU? Wait, how many P-cores did 14.9 have? 14.7 had 12 E-cores and 14.9 had 16. Yeah, so 16 divided by 4 is 4, so 12. Why don't Intel do a 12 P-core CPU? Because it's the same amount of silicon. Intel, make a cool product challenge. Impossible. Okay, so hey, that's actually an okay price for the 14.7. $340. Not a good price. Now this is an actually great price for the 370. 1370. 1370? No. 13,700. So I'm gonna be that crazy person and put together an Intel build in 2024. Yes, give me that thermal right goodness. Phantom Spirit. Wrong thing detected. Okay, I could get the 13.7 for 273. Or the alternative is... $77, which has the same gaming performance and way worse multi-core. It does use way less power. And that's it. The only competition is the 7700 on AMD's side. But all the Reddit karma you can get from saying you bought AMD over Intel. Yeah, who gives a damn about what Reddit thinks? I guess this is the downside of going with an Intel build. Your motherboard costs more. Whereas I could go with something like the ASRock board that I was showcasing for $140 earlier. 130. I have to spend at least... The minimum for Z690, Z790 is... I don't want the Phantom Gaming because it has bad VRM. Look at that dinky VRM heatsink. Okay, that actually looks good. 100 and... Huh? Leave it to ASRock. Holy, leave it to ASRock to create some nice motherboards. For a good price. Hey, they already suffered when Reddit did that TOS change, I think. Last year, this year. Now, what's the cheapest 2 memory slot Intel motherboard we can get? 160 for Z690. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do an ITX build. We're going to change our CPU cooler and undervolt the heck out of our CPU and power limit it, but let's do it. We'll just go with a big ITX case. Big-ish. You know, we can do 240 mil rad and it'll be, we won't even have to undervolt or power limit. Frozen Infinity, Enermax, Frozen Prism, Frozen Edge. Okay, this uses a nicer fans, I think. Now let's go with this. ASRock is amazing for price perf and specs because they don't advertise their stuff. They sponsor they do some advertising. For example, Level 1 Text is sponsored by ASRock. Alright, for RAM, since they are very affordable nowadays, I'm gonna try to get 64 gig. Maybe. That might be a bit too much for our budget, but we will see. And I want 10 nano or below of first word latency. $152. Okay, how can we do, what about 48 gigs? 100, so this is $152. For 48 gigs, we can do... It's about the same. then for 32 gig. Okay. You know what? Let's just do a 32 gig build. I'm gonna compromise because this is a compromise build. I like team group, so I'm gonna spend 20 more cents to get team group. Oh, white version is more affordable than the black version. That's a rarity. Let's swap out our CPU cooler. To white. Oh. People are probably aware of what computer case I'm going to use. Water cooling, ITX. We have a case for that. Rielle. A4H2O. $153. Sure, I'll go with the silver. Or should I do black and white? Yeah, let's not mix silver in there. Let's do black and white. Then power. We want 750 or greater. Lowest. SF1000L. I don't want SFXL though. And I don't want Rielle's fire hazards PSUs. For those who missed, Rielle SP850 SFX PSU review. High performance through Heli Fire. Cause the builder is Heli. Ha ha ha. OEM Heli technology. Epilogue. The SP850 shortcomings, the obsolete 12-pin PCIe connector, the loose load regulation on the minor rails, and the high OCP triggering points on the same rails do not prevent it to achieve first place in my overall performance charts. With such a tight transition response at 12V, good ripple suppression, high efficiency, blah 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 blah. It's good in terms of performance. However, I found a probable design flaw that leads to increased conducted EMI, electromagnetic interference, and could also be a fire hazard. The photo above shows that a PFC input capacitor has had a tough time because it is sandwiched between the primary heatsink and the small heatsink attached to the pair of bridge rectifiers. I pushed the PSU hard at low voltage input as low as 100 volts. Hence, the bridge rectifiers got hot and the small heatsink transferred notable amounts of heat to the X-cap, causing its melting. This is a huge problem and Helly should look into this ASAP. I didn't notice something similar to the SP750 because of its lower capacity. Fun times. Frankly, I think PCs are too safe. We need less regulations on making parts fire hazards. 야배. So yeah, we're not going to choose that PSU, which is right there, SP850. Man, power supplies are so expensive. The Corsair 2019 SF750 was so good, but it's no longer available. I got mine for 150 Canadian, and this SF750 is 180 American now. Incredible. It's been 180 USD since 2019. $140, 160, 100 and okay, this is too narrow. It's too bad that 2 years of max that PC Part Picker keeps track of. Anyway, it was most definitely not 180 throughout. You could get it for 170 for a prolonged period. You could get it for 164 for a prolonged period. And during sales, you could get it for 140 and stuff. And this doesn't even have Amazon here, so I'm sure Amazon's random price drops probably headed for 140 and below. $185.99. Yeah. You know what? Let's just go with that Cooler Master. Surely it'll be okay. Is that a mail-in rebate? No, promo code. Okay, that's fine. Okay, how's our budget doing? Let's go with a 2TB drive. Two terabyte TLC. I don't care if it's DRAM less. SN770 for 112. That's okay. Ooh, I think the A440 tested very well actually at Tech Power recently. Tech Power Up. A440 Lite. Review. Yeah, this thing tested amazingly well. Alright, we're going with this. Yeah. That's now a good deal. And then prices kind of suck. Yeah, that's why I got my 4 terabyte for 290 CAD, 280 CAD. When I could get it, I just jumped on it. Because I heard rumors and I noticed some price creeping up. So how's our budget doing? We have everything. We're not doing good in terms of budget. Yabe, $932. We only have 270 bucks for our GPU friends. It's over. Alright, let's put in a good GPU and see what kind of pricing we get. 1200 is pretty low for nowadays anyway. You got an iGPU, that's good enough. It's an ITX, so let's put in a 4070 Super. Man, 4070 MSRP was 600. And you're telling me during Black Friday, the best deal we're gonna get is 590. GPU prices. Ugh. We can play Dwarf Fortress. Ah. You know what is an amazing deal? I saw 7700 XT on sale for 360 CAD. 77 XT for 260 bucks. That's crazy. I should have gotten it. I should have jumped on it. I didn't get it because I didn't need it, but I could have, like, I don't know, made it work with one of my existing computers or something. One of my, like, older computers. Just put it in there for the lols. I found a hot deal for you. Threadripper 7980, 128 thread. Let me guess, it's like... what is the price on that? I think it is over $10,000. Or 9,000? Oh, only! I guess I was thinking of Epic CPUs. Only $5,000. And now it's at a low price of $4,200. $128 is too many. 64 cores, falling on a budget. Oh yeah, continuing with looping back to the air cooling is fine as long as the CPU or the surface size is fine. And this is why server CPUs and like these workstation CPUs can output like 600 watts of heat, and air coolers have no problem with that. Because their die area is so much larger. So their per unit area heat output is actually lower than regular desktop CPUs. Let's see if there's any good 77 deals. Yeah, remember how I said the deal I found was 260 bucks? And the lowest we have here is 400? I should have gotten that. GRE, nope, nothing good. XT. Oh, nothing good here either. Why is that? Must be because of the case that we chose. It's an ITX case. Okay, 450 for the XT. 78 XT or 490 for 4070 regular. 590 for the 4070 Super. What's the performance difference between 4070 and Super? Is it like 23% or something? 20%? So the Super is 16% faster. So we're going from 490 to 590. Yeah. 590 divided by 490 is a 20% increase. So 4070 regular is actually the better price perf. Well, don't need a case, we got the mobile box. Okay, this one's especially cheap, huh? I know the Ventus 2X isn't that good for 4070. Good graphic card if you play Call of Duty games, and this card might... Good graphic card. If you play Call of Duty games, then this card might not be for you. Alright, well, let's put it in and call it a day. $500 card. I'm not happy with the price. 1432 for a mid-range card. Mid-range build. Mid-high, mid-range. So yeah, if anyone wants to build a ITX build for Black Friday, with Black Friday deals, there you go, $1,432. Let me post a link. And I'm gonna try to get this below 1200. So we would have to cut the CPU down to... $76 non-X. $180. Where's the 75F? Do they not have that in US? I guess it's not in stock anywhere. You can get 75F for a good price in Korea. And then we're gonna go with the 53 for $26. Motherboard, yeah, A620 Lightning. Did you buy anything? I did. I'm gonna talk about that after this. Hey, we're getting pretty close. 1276. I think I just have to change the video card. Your sister bought you a Steam Deck? Damn. I'll trade my brother for your sister. She makes bank. And then 77. No, not 77. 78. How are we doing? 1226. You know what? I'm just gonna call it here. I don't want to compromise any farther. Like a decent mid-range build for 1227. That is actually better than before, I guess. If you don't want DLSS, and if you don't need that extra CPU oomph, this will be good. And in fact, we can change the case to a non-water cooling supporting case for cheaper, because this is actually a little bit expensive. And then we'll be below 1200. $130 for Fractal Ridge. Ooh, the mushrooms is 75. Mushroom's too big though, it's 15 liters. Let's go with the Fractal Ridge. I know it says 16 liters, but that's including the external dimension of the stand. So 16 liters is actually like outside of this box. Just the case itself is only like 12.3. Which is carry-on-able, but not ideal. But you know what? That's the compromise you're gonna have to make. For limited budget. Do we want wide build? I guess it doesn't matter. We're on a budget. There you go. $2 over budget. If only they made an ATX compatible ridge. Yeah, you wish for ATX compatible ridge, and I wish for an a ridge, a flex compatible ridge, a flex only ridge that is like 3 liters smaller. You and I are not the same. So yeah, there you go. $1,200 for this build. Not bad. Copy. 하라님님 어서 오세요. Now let's talk about the Steam sale. I got a few games. So I told you already that I got Arctic Egg. By the way, Steam Sale Girl is so cute. I love her. I got... Oh, but I didn't get this yet, but is Men or Lores good? I've been interested. I kinda want it. I didn't get it though. It's good. Okay. What's the ratio of battle versus city building? Is it about 50-50? Or is it more battle? Is it more city building? Good things and silly things. Okay. So this is 50% off. Around 30 bucks, 28 bucks. 65 city, 35 army. Okay. That's not bad. That's actually more the ratio that I was hoping for. So yeah, I didn't get it, but I kind of want it. I kind of want Space Marine, but not at 20% off. More like, I need like at least 50. And I also got... Oh hey, Titanfalls is on sale again. If you haven't played Titanfall 2, you don't need to have played Titanfall 1. Go play Titanfall 2. Only like $7. It's so good. For the price of less than a movie ticket, you'll be far more entertained than a movie. You can change to 70-30, just gotta have good politics. Okay. Oh, I gotta play Zomboid. Shawnee B gifted it to me, I think. But I need someone to play it with because I hear that it's like very... I hear that it's very... unfriendly. You kind of need a guide. Or want a guide. You don't need a guide, but you want a guide. 좀보이드. 네, 좀보이드. 선물 받았는데 아직 안 해봤습니다. Also, another gift from Shawnee B. Metal Wolf Chaos XD. Time to bring freedom. Shock and awe. Anyways, these are not the games that I bought. These are games that are gifted to me. Slime Rancher, I bought it. This one I bought. I played about an hour. It was okay. But this is a game that I'm so excited about. I got like 2 eggs. Arctic eggs. What if we bought Cruelty Squad? Nah. I'll buy it maybe later after I've played Metal of Chaos XD. So I bought Arctic eggs. And I also bought Stray. So I'm excited to play this. Because remember, we played another cat game? Now we're gonna play the darker version of that. If Little Cat in a Big City was a lighter, happy cat kind of thing, this is the more dark cyberpunk cat. It's the Dark Souls of cat games. I don't think it's that bad. Darker, edgier, yes. And I also bought House Flipper. Cause it was I played it on we played it through Game Pass, but yeah. I decided to buy it. Bought a couple of DLCs too. All for less than $10, so eh. And that's it. Oh, this game was free. I don't know if it's still free. Dark Sector. From 2009, apparently. Yeah, that's it. Cyberpunk 2077 of cat games. They both make sense. Warframe mentioned, huh? Is this related to Warframe? It's the basis of Warframe. Okay. It's also very jank. Well, it's free. It was free. Let me see. Oh, I can't see now. But yeah, it was free. Make sure to check it if you kind of want it. And that is it for the stream. And here's a $1,200 build. Ryzen 7600. Thermal Ride AXP90, X53. ASRock A620i. Team Group T-Crate Expert 32. 6000 CL30. Another Team Group A440 Lite 2. ASRock Challenger 7800 XT. Fractal Ridge. Cooler Master 850. For $1202. You can further decrease the price by switching this to literally down one tier. From the 53mm cooler to the 47mm cooler, which was like $3 cheaper. Yeah. I think this is actually a decent build for a 78XT. But if you want DLSS and ray tracing, then sacrifice some raster performance and go with the 4070 non-super. The full copper, I skipped on it because it's $5 more, but yes, that is a good deal. Full copper is good. But full copper only comes in 47 mil, if I'm not mistaken. Whereas this comes in 53 mil. So this shouldn't be much worse than the full copper. Man, I actually want to build this. Make this build. I want this. Yeah, pre-order Battle Mage. But thing is, the Battle Mage that's coming out supposedly coming out on December 12th, is Battle Mage 580, which I mentioned is the lower end card. And the higher end 770, B770 is not coming out until later. Which is very unfortunate. I wish they would release 770 as well. If there is even one. You may still want to get a 78X3D. Yeah, if only AMD hadn't stopped production of it to drive up the price of 9000 series CPUs. Scums. Yeah. No, they're just... Well, no. I guess doing business as usual is... Capitalism is very scummy, I guess. That's why everyone should support my dictatorship and try our managed market. Implement managed market. Jokes aside, that's it for the stream. Hopefully you guys can snatch some good in-store Black Friday deals, because online Black Friday deals kind of shitty tonight. Thanks for coming, guys. That's it for the stream. I'll post the 2 builds on Blue Sky. Arvidi Vadi Ba. Johnny Biddy Buddy Ba. Raid, go. Okay, I'll do raid. How would you rate this Black Friday out of 10? 5. Mikkel Riha. Hey, Mikkel, weren't you asking about... I don't know if it was you or someone, but I thought someone on YouTube was asking about computer build. Was that you? What says this Black Friday is a solid 3 out of 10. Water RST says Riha all day. Well, no, it's gonna be Riba. I don't even need Ba. Nah, it wasn't me. Okay, I guess it was someone else. I wonder who it was. Computer build or some kind of like computer related question. Someone asked and I forgot to like respond to them. Anyway, well, it's a solid 0 out of 10. I'm working on the shed. Yeah. Alright, thanks for coming. And I'll see you tomorrow with the award-winning... Oh, I was gonna say the award-winning MMO, but no, tomorrow's Victoria Day. I'll see you tomorrow with Victoria. Bye, guys. Bye.